Welcome back in, everybody. Melanie Newman, and a really great honor now as the Blue Jays are in town, getting one of our former back in the booth here with Caleb Joseph. And Caleb, we were talking about this earlier, but this is your first time back in a couple of years, and just taking in the memories hit you a little harder this time around.
Absolutely. 2020, I was back as a member of the Blue Jays, and it was empty. The stadium was empty. The city was empty. But coming back this time was just totally different. I was felt with so many more emotions. We had 2 gender reveals at Fort McHenry, just knowing my son was on the field multiple times, walking him around, having 2 babies here in this city, the memories that I was able to have with the ball club. It's a special place, and it truly does feel like home for me. And so coming back with a city that seems more full and eating at the same restaurant that I ate at in previous years was outstanding, and so many memories that I cherish so deeply.
I love hearing that, and I'm sure that Baltimore has been ready to embrace you as well. Now, you've seen this year, these Blue Jays, they've been surging right now, one of the best, but that's not without a little work that it took last year to put them in this spot. At about the same time, trade deadline, Orioles kind of look similar to last year's Jays right now. What are you noticing?
Yeah, what I notice about the Blue Jays is just their ability to really create runs, and they remind me of the 2014 Orioles, and Royals, not Orioles, the Royals. It's one of those situations that they get on base a lot. They don't strike out a ton, and they have the ability to really create a ton of traffic. And they're going to hit a couple home runs, but they're not totally dependent on the home runs. And I feel like they're playing baseball. And so they're a really difficult team to play against. They prolong at-bats. They have really good starting pitching, and their back end of their bullpen is pretty good. Now, for the Orioles, it has been a big disappointment. We had a ton of excitement for this team back even in Toronto, watching how they had kind of grown out of some growing pains and seeing them build the lineup that they've built and seeing some of the stable factors as a part of their rotation and some of their back-end bullpen guys, and it just hasn't come to fruition. And it's too bad, because the Oriole fans, they will get behind winners. They love cheering for a winner, and I remember being in that exact same position as a player, seeing the city become enthusiastic and energetic. It was fun to watch, and hopefully that they can maybe find a couple pieces, maybe in trades, to really help rebuild them. But again, one season, half of a season, you could be right back into it. So hopefully the Orioles are right on the horizon in terms of coming back to really meaningful baseball here in Baltimore.
You've experienced some of those big trade deadlines as a member of this clubhouse, and the big one, of course, was Adam Jones, and would he or won't he? But Jonesy's been in and out of Baltimore a lot the last couple of years and is going to celebrate a few things with us here this weekend. What are some of your memories with guys like him?
Adam Jones was kind of the model citizen. He was the model player that as a rookie you wanted to come up and be like. He played the game the right way. He posted. He was in there every single night. I think of him and Markakis as kind of the 2 pillars that young players really looked forward to working with and learning from. And he was always the guy to really give you a hard time as a young player, but he'd be the first guy to really put his hand on your shoulder when you had a tough game. And I had such great memories of Adam. I remember cleaning Adam's cleats when I was a high school kid and he was in AAA for the Mariners. And so every week he would bring his cleats over and say, "Hey, rookie, clean my cleats." And so those type of memories that I loved having with Adam. And he was such a staple, not only on the team, but in the community as well. Watching him and his wife and kids really get involved in the community. They've made a lasting impression here in Baltimore. And you can't say enough about him as a player and what he provided for the club and the city. He was a model citizen, and for so many kind of underprivileged players that come up through the ranks, he is a model. He is a guy that you can look to and say, "Hey, I had a similar upbringing as Adam, and I can make it too." And so I love stories like that, and I loved playing with Adam, and he was a winning player for sure.
What's the key to delivering a post-game interview with pie in your face?
Oh, well, you've got to stay focused. And Adam used to pie me a couple times, and it was one of the coolest moments of my career, because not only did I do something right at the end of the game to be interviewed, but then to get the pie from Adam was just the cherry on top. And you knew, man, you're fully integrated into the system. You've been kind of initiated, so to speak. And so you get the pie in the face, and then you're trying to taste it too, because you're kind of hungry, because at that point it's like, what, 9:30, 10, and you haven't eaten in a while. But I used to love watching him run out there and pie somebody, and to be pied myself, a memory I'll never forget.
Well, we hope you build some more memories this trip while you're here, but maybe staying a little cleaner this time around.
Yeah, we'll try. We'll see. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Again, Caleb Joseph here with us, part of the Blue Jays broadcast crew, but an Oriole forever.